Coming to you from the Deep South, this is the Blue Collar Leadership Podcast. High-impact leadership is not reserved for leaders, and it has nothing to do with your position, title, or rank. However, it does have everything to do with your character. It's time to climb to the next level and beyond, personally and professionally. Now, let's start making it happen with your host, Mac Story.
I recently had a C-level leader, a top leader in a blue-collar organization, give me a call, and he was telling me his background. He had been leading in white-collar industries, and now he was an upper-level leader in a blue-collar company, and things were different. And he said, I stumbled across you in a Google search, and I'd just like to talk to you about maybe coming helping me and helping our team, because I'm struggling being a white collar leader leading this blue collar group. And he said, the people are just different. And I said, yeah, I can see that the people are different, but let me tell you something about the blue collar people, especially those on the front lines or those close to the front lines, maybe in a leadership position, but they're not that far removed from the entry level positions. Maybe they're team leader, supervisor, that sort of thing, crew leaders. I said, these people are extremely loyal if they trust you. And I said, that's what you're up against right now. You're the new guy. You're a white collar guy. You coming from the outside, from a different industry. You've got to go build trust with these folks. Your job's more about leading than managing. And just a quick taste of what I'm talking about there is, we manage things and processes. We have to, because those things and processes do not think. But we should lead people, because people do think and feel. But the problem is, when you have formal authority, a title and rank, position, and all that stuff, it's real easy to manage people just like you manage things. And people don't like to be managed. They like to be led. But leadership is a choice. It's a choice that anyone can make. Influence is there to be had by anyone with the courage to claim it, regardless of your title. Some of the most influential people don't have a title. So back to the trust deal. I said, you've got to build trust with these folks. If you build trust with them, you're going to have loyalty like you may have never seen before, because blue-collar people are really, really good people. They've got tons of potential, but they've been used and abused for so long by so many that they're cautious. And that's kind of the talk that I had with him. So why is the trust piece so important? A lot of times when I'm speaking, especially to small groups, when I'm able to interact with them, I'll ask, what is trust? And that's usually what I get right there. Silence. But a lot of times, some people will say it's confidence, having confidence in someone, honesty. Those are the two most common answers. Sometimes they'll say being able to depend on someone, and I'll say, yeah, I saw all of that, but what else? And what's interesting is most of the people had never really thought about what trust is. Most of us don't really understand it at a deep level. And I'm going to do a session, multi-part series on that later on. But the key to understand is, when you're talking about authentic influence, if you don't trust me, I'm going to have zero influence with you. That's again why it's so important to establish trust. And trust is it's a very hard thing to create, because you got to get everything right. If you get one thing wrong, you're creating distrust. So trust is the foundation of leadership. But remember, our word for leadership, another word is influence. They're the same. They may have the same meaning. Trust is the foundation of influence as well. And that's what I talk about more, because everybody understands they have influence. Not everybody understands leadership means influence. So I like to talk about influence. Trust is the foundation of influence. So what is it? When I walk into the room, or when I first meet you, I can't make you trust me. No one can make you trust them. What I can do is I can make choices that make me trustworthy. What you can do is make choices that make you trustworthy. And then others who value what you value and value who you are can choose to trust you. So where does trust come from? And trust comes from character and competency. It's the two big pieces. And there's multiple research studies. The one that I referred to, two common ones come from Harvard and Stanford, but both of them are real close. I use the number 87 and 13. Basically what they're saying is 87% of your influence, your results, your success, 87% of it comes from your character, the character component of trust, and only 13% from competency. And again, my podcast is all about the character side, the 87% side. You go get your competency wherever you need to get it from, but I'm here to help you learn about the character, because your character is going to launch you or limit you. So we'll talk about character and competency in the next episode. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Make it happen or someone else will. It might as well be you. Are you serious about taking your career and your life to the next level and beyond? Check out Mac Story's Blue Collar Leadership series books and others, now available on audio, along with paperback and ebooks at Amazon, iTunes, and Audible. Please visit bluecollarleadership.com to learn about Mac's books, programs, special offers, certifications, and more. Thank you for listening to the Blue Collar Leadership Podcast.